Well, hello, and welcome to the Points of Interest podcast. This is the most generic podcast on the internet. My name is Josh Hawks. I am the 303 Ninja, and right over there, he is my podcasting partner for life. He is the other guy. It's Mr. Francis Fernandez.
You know, what's funny is I go to Twitch, and they're like, hey, you going to TwitchCon this year?
No, I prefer not to break my back in a ball pit.
That only happened to one
Maybe
star,
two
I think.
people.
Is she a porn star too, or something like that?
Well, I mean, so what are you saying? She's used to having her back broken?
I wasn't gonna say it out loud, but
Well, I said it. Let me be the asshole. Let me lose the aura. Thanks. I picked up that slang from the kids.
or well, you just before this show started, you said spilling the tea.
I
So
did
I'm
say
like,
that
oh
too.
man, you are with the youth, my friend.
It's a I think it's a curse to like want to stay young or something. Because then you start sounding like an idiot.
There's this linguist who's very popular for being he's just a white guy from New York, very fluent in Mandarin Chinese. But he picks up languages like this.
Oh, is this the guy that goes and orders food in the native tongue and people are like astonished that he can speak?
Yeah,
like
he goes to like restaurants. And
African, this one dialect that 3 people still speak.
stuff. Yeah, he went to Ireland to speak Gaelic. He went to like Wales to speak Welsh. But he did a high school graduation commencement speech where he spoke in Gen Z or whatever. I forget what Gen Alpha.
Was that
speak.
that guy?
He did, yeah.
Okay,
So
I watched the clip and I was just giggling too much.
So apparently he studied the language, and he spoke for about. It goes on. Look, it's for a commencement speech, so it's not really that long. It's like 10 minutes, which isn't that bad for a commencement speech. But I thought it would have. And the worst part is I got 90% of what he was saying, because I'm just in that like understand that language.
Sure.
But like it was really funny. It's like, oh yeah, I know what that means. Oh yeah, I know what that is. Oh yeah. Oh, cap again. There's that word cap again. Oh good. Like,
Yeah, I watched a clip of it. I didn't know it was the same guy, so that's funny. I've seen a few of those guys' videos where it goes to some hole in the wall Vietnamese shop or something, and he's just ordering in native tongue. People are like, astonished, and he's saying, "Oh, I can only speak a little bit," but then he just goes on and on and on and on and on. Like, no, you can speak more than a little bit. You're pretty fluent, actually.
it's funny because it's like a few of them. There's this other white guy, and I have to I guess bring up their race because it's interesting that people assume that they can't speak the language, and so he goes. But what he does, he goes on what used to be like chat roulette or something, like one of those chat roulette like video things.
Yeah.
But he does the one that's in Asia,
Mm.
because he too can speak fluent Chinese and Indonesian and like a lot of those East Asian languages. So he'll just go and he'll connect with like anyone, just whoever's on there, and they're mostly pretty young, obviously. And he'll just, they'll usually say, "Oh, I don't speak English well," and he's like, "Oh, I can't." He'll like play around for a bit, and then he'll just start busting out the language, and everyone's always shocked.
He's the
It's you."
he's the dew of languages.
Yeah, he too is. So there's two dudes of polylinguists out there who
Mm.
just polyglots. I'm sorry, they're called polyglots,
Oh,
which
Jesus.
is a terrible word.
It is. It is. Well, speaking of different languages, I guess, the wrestling AEW was in Mexico City this past week, and one of their babyface wrestlers came out. He's a country guy. He's from Virginia, at least billed from Virginia, and cut an entire promo in Spanish.
That's cool.
It was impressive, actually. I don't know a lot of Spanish. I think I understand. I can't speak it, but I can definitely understand words here and there. And in his first sentence, he said something to the effect of like, I don't know this very well. I'm going to try. Something to that effect.
Sure.
And then just cut
Which is the smart thing to do. Yeah.
And just cut the whole thing in Spanish. It was impressive. Like, look at this country boy.
I mean, yeah.
With my job, sometimes we have to talk to the police, and sometimes while talking to the police, they have to speak to other people. Sometimes the people that we had to speak with first, and they don't speak a lot of English, so the cops will call an interpreter, and they just they have it on speakerphone. Well, I've seen this happen a few times, and then, like a few weeks ago, this same kind of interaction came up, and the person that answered, the interpreter that answered the phone, was in the deep woods of Alabama. It was the most country hick person I've ever heard answer the phone, and then started speaking Spanish. I was like, damn,
that's impressive.
That's impressive, actually.
Wow, yeah, good for them.
Wow, I mean, cool. I guess don't judge a book by its cover, I guess.
No, yeah, that's. But again, I wish I actually cared about speaking a second language. Just never did. It's like English is easy.
Well, yeah, you grew up with it, but
I didn't.
I mean, I was gonna say you probably didn't. In your house, I bet there was a lot of Tagalog that got spoke.
Yeah.
I just struggled. I was like, the fuck is it called?
Yeah. My family, that's all they spoke, but they wanted me, because I was born an American citizen, right? So they wanted me, be a part of the culture. And so they're like, you're going to learn English. So I was just spoken to in English. So yeah, and English became my main language after a while, but yeah. I'll still use it as an excuse, as that is my second language, because it is.
Technically.
Anyway,
it wasn't required in my schooling at the time. I think after, it depends on where you went to school.
That's true. Yeah.
Plus, I was also in the special ed program, so maybe there was, some allowances made for me.
I feel like I knew this, but it's still surprising to me. I feel like were you really?
Yeah, I really. Yeah, so, speaking of families and bring, but anybody in your family ever say to anybody, your sibling, does everything I say go in one ear and out the other? Or you've heard that? You've heard that,
of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, when it comes to my left ear, that is actual factual truth. I don't retain anything that comes into my left ear. It just gets turned around and shot right back out, or it floats through and goes out my right side. I'm not really sure. But
so really, you don't need the left cup of your headphones.
Yeah, I really don't. No. It sounds better this way, but
oh, that does sound better. That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, so like when I tell people this, and they're like, "Oh, I do notice that like your head's always kind of tilted, so your right ear is facing me more." I'm like, "Yep." Because otherwise, I'm going to forget your name. Or you're going to tell me something important. If you tell me something important over here, you might as well just not had said it, because it's probably not going to be retained.
Okay. Well, it's fortunate, I think, learning, oh God, maybe I shouldn't say this, during this time in the world. I'll say it anyway, because who cares?
We're not a political podcast.
We're not. It's going to be taken that way. But it's like, the vast majority of people I'm around speak English, so I don't feel like I needed to learn. And our choice was Spanish, French, and Russian in high school.
Pretty standard three. I
kind of wish I took French, because they got to go and like travel, while people who learn Spanish just had to learn the language. If you learn French, you're like, oh, well, you're learning French, so we're going to go to Paris for a week so you can really immerse yourself in it. I'm like, what? I mean, not that I want to, I think Mexico is lovely. I've been to Mexico City. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
But, come on. Send us there.
That would have been fresh. I think for my school, I think that was part of the deal. I think German was thrown in there too, maybe. I don't recall.
Yeah,
But like language, again, I was struggling enough with English to retain anything. So I don't think trying to learn a second language would have been good. And since then, I tried when Rosetta Stone was like the thing to get, but it was like $500. So I would just try and find key cracks online, and I would just download tons of viruses.
Yeah, I yes.
Because I really wanted to learn Japanese. I've always wanted to learn Japanese.
Sure.
And, now you have, what's the newest fad one? Duolingo? Well, here we go. Not ever going to get sponsored by them now either.
Well, don't worry, because it doesn't actually work. So.
Okay, well, I was going to say, because I did it for a few weeks, and all I was learning was rice, and, how to say rice, and soup, a few other things. I couldn't even tell you because I don't remember it now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the best way for me to learn it would be, to be really honest.
Apparently, according to the quote-unquote experts, the best way to learn is to speak with someone who speaks both languages and then just talk to them. Like, they'll teach you some words, some sentences, and then you just have a conversation. Like, you learn to have a conversation with them. So if they talk to you in English, you reply in Japanese with the words that that you recently learned, and it becomes part of your, supposedly becomes part of your language, the way you speak, because you're like, oh, I'm used to answering, how are you with, daijoubu, right? Like, oh, there you go. I can say daijoubu.
And you would think that's what you would start with, is greetings, and like,
hiya,
something, like, hi, how are you? What's your name? Where's the restroom? How do I order things? No, it was like, here's a word.
Well, so what it's good at is teaching you a language, just words to a language, like just not sentence structure, not really sentence.
Kind of sentence structure. It is a little bit of sentence structure. They a little bit. The little games that you play, you have to put words in the correct order.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I did it once for Spanish too. Like, I did Spanish for a little while. I'm like, I'm not learning anything either.
Like I said, I don't know what the best way to do it would be.
I would say, I almost want to say anime.
Yeah, but then I gotta watch anime.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
I'm not an anime kid. I'm just the animes that I've watched have all been video game based, or they were just so out there and weird. People talked about them, so I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot, because it was so weird and out there. And the only one that I can remember from my youth is like Rama half, one half.
Yeah, Rama half. Yeah.
That was probably the weirdest shit I'd seen as a kid.
What's so weird about pouring cold water on a guy and he turns into a girl?
I'm just, who's never
wanted
wanted to do that? No, but like a lot of the video game based animes, they're okay. Some of them have horrible voice acting, but
that Street Fighter anime was pretty good.
Where with all the American music.
It might have had the American music. I just remember everyone just being like having muscles bigger than their heads.
Yes.
In that anime.
Well, if it's the same one that you're thinking of, there's an old time contributor to Points of Interest, longtime friend. His name's Che. He and I have repeated this line out of that Street Fighter movie for years, where Honda meets Ryu for the first time.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And they have a conversation about they got to stick together because they're both Japanese. Because we're brothers.
Yeah. No, this is the same one. Yeah.
So it's Che and I for the last 20 some odd years have been saying that to each other. You got to stick together because we're brothers.
I like that movie.
That one's good. There's a Street Fighter Alpha movie that came out as well. That was pretty dark. And
It wasn't.
then
I think it was a series. I don't know if it was a movie. It might have been a series.
there's
But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
there's a movie one, and then there's the Street Fighter V, which was a
Oh, V. That's what I'm thinking of.
weekly a weekly television like cartoon show. And then apparently the Jean-Claude Van Damme live action wasn't enough to scare Street Fighter away.
Movie.
They just announced a
Street Fighter
new
movie.
Street Fighter live action movie. The only two names that I remembered off the thing or three names I guess, was wrestler, WWE wrestler Roman Reigns as Akuma, which kind of cool that they're saying Akuma's going to be in it. 50 Cent as Balrog, because who else is he going to play?
Yeah.
He looks like Balrog too. And then Jason Momoa as Blanca.
So wait, what were the names again? It was 50 Cent as Balrog, Jason Momoa as Blanca. Who's the other name you said?
Roman Reigns
As Akuma.
as Akuma, and in the flyer it's under his real name, which is like Joe Anoa'i or something like that. He's Hawaiian.
So Andrew Koji, I don't know who he is, but he's playing Ryu.
Okay.
Noah Centineo, who I don't know either, is playing Ken Masters. Alan Richardson, who I do know from the Reacher TV series on Prime, is Guile. Perfect choice. The dude is just jacked, huge guy. I want to see him in that mohawk. He's
The
gonna
flat
great.
top?
Yeah, the flat top. Sorry, yeah, the flat top. I want to see him in that. He's gonna look awesome. Kalina Liang. I hope she's a martial artist because that's cool. I hope they're all. I mean, Alan Richardson is a fighter. Jason Momoa is a fighter. Roman Reigns is a fighter. 50 Cent isn't though.
I mean, but he
So-
likes to hang upside down unnecessarily in rap.
He was in the latest Dispendables. Is it Dispendables? Is it?
Expendables.
Expendables. He was in the Expendables movie. The last
And
one.
I do have to argue that he's not a fighter, Francis, because he was in Def Jam Fighters.
He was the best pop fighting game ever made.
Oh my god!
I have
so bad.
such fond memories of that game.
Really? I did
do.
not like that game. I would much rather play. Oh shit! Now I don't remember which boxing game it was.
Oh, the boxing game. I'll say there was a Wu-Tang game too. I think.
I think there was.
The
Yeah.
Wu-Tang fighting game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if the fighting one. Now I want to know. No, but
I fed through, now that, I kind of got the emulation bug again. I found a Reddit post that sent me to a database of
Oh,
just
nice.
nothing but ROMs,
oh, that's cool.
and they're all legit.
I mean, look, people it used to be ROMs and emulation used to be stuff you whispered about, like, oh, I'm gonna emulate a Nintendo or a Sega or whatever. Like people whisper. Now it's like just people
Buy it
tweet
on
about
Amazon.
Yeah, find it on Amazon. Like whatever, go ahead, emulate. We don't care.
Yeah.
Mostly
I just-
because they don't. A
Go
lot of
ahead.
that stuff doesn't exist anymore, right? Like a lot of that stuff you just can't get readily
that's
and
true.
pay for. So they're like, whatever, emulate it. Who cares? Nintendo, on the other hand, will send assassins to your door.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
you actually don't own your Switch 2 that you just purchased. You're just leasing it, apparently.
Technically, you're leasing everything, though, almost.
Yeah. But
I mean, that's
yeah,
what we-
apparently they're doing away with a lot of physical games. They're just doing some sort of DRM key. You're buying a DRM key.
Wait, before we go into the qualms of Nintendo, do you like the casting for Street Fighter 2026?
Oh, I mean, sorry, I fly over the place. So far, I mean, the three names that I can remember, you said them all. I don't know who any of those people are, so I have nothing to say about them.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, yeah, you got the three recognizable: Jason
The
Momoa,
three, yeah.
Roman Reigns, and
I mean, if you're gonna say Akuma's in it, then you better, like, that's my favorite fighting character in any fighting game out there. It's tattooed on my arm. Like,
yes.
they if they're gonna do it, they gotta do it right.
Look, all I care about is who are they going to cast for M. Bison. That's really because they have big boots to fill. I thought Raul Julia was the best. I love
Raul
him as
Julia,
M.
I
Bison.
mean, the whole
Love
movie,
those
the Jean-Claude Van Damme live-action Street Fighter movie is super camp.
Yes.
Raul Julia steals every scene that he's in.
Yes.
And he's acting his ass off in this bullshit movie. And you're like, yes, that's Bison.
Yeah, and it's sad. The reason why he, I mean, it's unfortunate because he passed away shortly after the movie was made. I think it was
I
either
don't
that
think
or
he.
Adam's Family Values. I think
No,
one of those
Street Fighter
movies.
was his last movie.
Yeah. So he was already sick, I think, when he did the film, and so I think that's why he wanted to leave a legacy for his kids, and so he did it. And I think it's really sweet. And he does. I mean, you're right. He goes all in when he's talking to Sagat. He's like, when he missed the details, like, but I guess you didn't see it. And he covers his eyes. I guess you didn't see that.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. It's so great.
And Kylie Minogue's in it.
Kylie Minogue is in it as Cammy, which is she's. I don't think she's British, but she. Oh no, I guess she is.
She is.
British. So it's a good. Again, Guile was the only wrong. Jean-Claude, great fighter, wrong character.
Yeah, he did. There was no, like, Guile is the all-American American.
Yeah.
And then let's throw in this Belgian guy.
With the American flag tattoo on his bicep.
Yeah,
Like, okay,
yeah.
that's enough. That's enough for him to be.
Like, couldn't we at least gotten him, like, a little wig to make his flat top a little higher? Or some little extensions or something?
It's funny because it's kind of like, I think about, like, how miscast, like, Schwarzenegger would have been for like a bunch of these things. Like, he's not miscast, but like, I think of the movies that Schwarzenegger was in, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, because he's big,
Mm-hmm.
because he's a big guy, he's muscular. Terminator, sure. Predator, sure. But I think Predator, they're an American army with like this random Austrian guy.
Yeah.
Everyone else speaks perfect English, and he's just like,
You son of a bitch.
yeah. But you did get the classic clasping, meme from that. So I guess
That is true. That is true.
For that.
Meme. So the meme of I can't remember the actor, but the guy in Spaceballs who couldn't find shit. Remember that guy?
Yeah. Tim Russ, who
Tim
also
Russ.
plays Tuvok in Star Trek Voyager.
Well, that's right, same guy.
Same guy.
A couple years ago, he posted a little video of him with a little pick going through sand, and he's just, I just want everybody to know I still haven't found shit.
And then he did it. I think he even replied to it saying, "It's sad that most people know me from this than they do from Voyager." And I'm like, oh, sorry, man. That was
Right.
a really funny line.
Well, hopefully we get another funny line. I would love to see a callback to that, to have him come back and do it again, or some other iconic line that could be tied in with we ain't found shit. Because Mel Brooks announced Spaceballs 2. Both there is it's him sitting in front of the camera talking about we're going to do it, and then there's also like a Star Wars rolling scroll thing, which was just magical. I high hopes. Let's see what happens.
So
These things
I'm
don't always
excited.
work out that well, but hopefully it does.
So the only thing that worries me is Josh Gad, who is, I think, a producer, but also in the movie. I like Kiki Palmer. I think she'd be a good actress in it. I think that, but I don't like Josh Gad in anything he's ever done. I don't think he's funny. I don't think he's that interesting, but he's there, so whatever. But the best part is, Mel is coming back as Yogurt. Rick Moranis is coming back as Helmet. Bill Pullman is coming back as Lone Star, and Daphne Zuniga is coming back as Vespa. Done.
That's awesome.
Done. Oh, and they're and you're right. In this article from Newsweek, they're like, while he has not officially confirmed his return, Tim Russ of Star Trek Voyager fame, who has a small speaking role, hinted that he would also be in the sequel, so he might actually do it. He might actually do it for the line. Oh, please.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I mean, yeah, Joan Rivers died, almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, no, not that 15, 20 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. And then John Candy.
John Candy, obviously, that was obviously 20 years ago.
Yeah. So he's been gone for a while.
And then to pull Rick Moranis out of retirement. Like,
it was either that or Ghostbusters, and he wouldn't come back for Ghostbusters.
He didn't do Ghostbusters. So, man, either way, you're getting a standing ovation for me at the movie theater.
Same.
If you get Rick to come out of retirement, even if he has a tiny little role, it's not even a Dark Helmet movie. You get him out of retirement, that'd be awesome.
So my guess is Josh Gad and Keke Palmer are going to be the new protagonists of the film. I still think Rick Moranis is going to be the main bad guy, because you can't, you have to.
Yeah.
You kind of have to have him. Yeah. I hope he goes back. I hope he comes back as Scroob too. I hope that Mel.
I'm sure.
President Scroob, because he survived. Him and Helmet technically survived. So I'd like to see both those characters come back. I don't know what happened to Colonel Sanders, the guy who played Colonel Sanders. I don't know if he's still alive.
He went back to making chicken. Actually, that wasn't funny. Let's go back to that again. He went back and made famous bowls.
Don't you hate famous bowls?
I never had
all that mashed potatoes. It's just mashed potatoes with chicken nuggets on the top. That's it.
I mean, that sounds delicious to me. Well, now you fucked it up with the corn, but
yeah, they layer it with corn, and then they layer it with chicken on top of the corn and gravy.
There's nothing better than to dip your chicken into mashed potatoes.
Have you ever had the Double Down KFC?
The chicken with cheese and bacon, with more chicken and cheese and bacon? No.
Yeah. The chicken is the buns?
Yeah, there's no bread, it's just chicken? No, it's not. No.
I've had it once because I was curious. It's awful. But I had to try it. I'm like, I have to try it. Just like I had to try corn dog with the chocolate-covered corn dog, which was terrible.
What? No.
Yeah. Well, county fairs will just make any type of food.
And
I went and got the corn dog with the chocolate syrup and sprinkles, and it was awful.
The girlfriend and I went to the local carnival that was here a couple weeks ago. And I looked for the deep fried Oreos and deep fried ice cream and deep fried air. Couldn't find any of it. Oh. We didn't go to the section with all the rides because neither one of us are into suitcase rides. So maybe that's where that stuff was on that side. But yeah.
That's too bad.
Carnivals will deep fry anything. You lose your kid at a carnival, they might deep fry the kid.
I've had deep fried watermelon, deep fried butter, deep fried. Oh, the Krispy Kreme chicken sandwich I've had.
What? Krispy Kreme chicken sandwich.
They use 2 jam-filled Krispy Kreme donuts as the buns. They have a fried chicken patty in the middle. Or a burger sometimes. They'll use a burger too.
America. No. That's weird, man. That's dessert and dinner. You can't mix the two together. It's like
savory and sweet. Oh man, my favorite. I love savory and sweet.
So you're into the Thanksgiving. What is that stuff? The sweet potato stuff.
Oh, the yams. Is it the sweet potato with the marshmallow on top?
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing. That's my favorite dish for Thanksgiving.
That's
no joke. Not a joke.
That's so weird, man. Did I ever tell you the first time I've had a sweet potato?
When was the first time? No, I don't think so. When was the first time?
I was over at my best friend's place. They had me over for dinner. Okay. They made sweet potatoes. Nobody told me that they were sweet potatoes. They looked to me like regular ass russets. I opened it up. I didn't think anything of it.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
There's butter, and I'm like, oh well, I'll get the sour cream out and some chives, and that's basically I live here too. I know where everything is. And I'm setting up my whole sweet potato like a regular baked potato. Nobody's stopping me. Nobody's saying anything. Sit down and I'm like, oh God, what is this? No.
You don't like sweet potato?
No. Well, you got to remember, I put a ton of butter in it and some sour cream. I don't think you're supposed to put sour cream and sweet potatoes together.
It's a bad combination.
Yeah, so it ruined the whole experience for me as I bang into the mic. Did you lose something?
Yes, I did, but keep going.
Sweet potatoes are not my thing. Sweet potato fries, not my thing.
Really? I feel like those are different. They're not so sweet that they're unbearable. Like, they're fried enough to where they have they're more or less savory. But I get you. Just
this is, sometimes you just have a bad experience with something, and it doesn't matter how it gets doctored up. It's still, ugh.
I think I've only ever found one food. I mean, I've had snails, man. I think the only thing I hated since I've tasted it is liver. I hate the taste of liver. Liver sucks.
It's got a weird texture too.
Yeah.
Easy with all those, man. We don't need you losing any of those.
I know. There's so many of them. Anyway.
Which one did you lose? I don't know.
It's part of the routine, man. It's my new world. My whole new world.
A whole new world. In my world, Francis, doing my job thing that I do, I was alerted. People were freaking out. There's commotion, and I'm like, what's going on? And somebody said to me, Honey Boo Boo is here. Now, you got to keep in mind, I didn't know that Honey Boo Boo was a person. I thought Honey Boo Boo was a TV show. Yeah. I mean, I'm partially correct. I've been educated since. But the person Honey Boo Boo was in the place that I work, and people were like lining up to take pictures with her, and this and that, and I thought it was weird because, like I said, I thought it was a TV show. So when they said that, I'm looking around for boom mics and lights on sticks and camera gear, and it was none of that. But it was very interesting to find out that the whole family, everybody's got a nickname in the family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of drugs apparently are involved, and pageantry stuff, kid pageantry stuff.
She was a kid pageant. Yeah, she was a kid pageant. Her mom, Mama June.
Yeah. I couldn't remember any of the people's names, but yes, I do. Now you say it.
And Mama June, of course, also had her own reality show where she lost weight and had like a makeover. So she had her own show.
Okay.
She did that. Yeah. Trying to find love. That's why she had the makeover.
Oh, should have been on Flavor Flav's show.
The Flavor of Love, yeah, sure.
Exactly. This all sounds very TLC to me.
It was. Honey Boo, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo was a TV show. Yeah.
Okay.
So she was popularized by being her kind of like backwards, her back home type family, like very backwoods maybe is the word I'm looking for. Back something, bacon back. I don't know, but like, they're famous for like putting butter in everything they ate, being very large in general, the entire family being very large. And you're right, every kid had a nickname. Chickadee was one of his sisters, I want to say. Pumpkin and...
That's pretty standard.
Yeah. And she was Honey Boo Boo, even though her name is like something. It's a regular name. She has a regular name, but she's known as Honey Boo Boo. So the fact that anyone, because I found out she's 19, which I thought she'd be way older. I thought
before we hit record, I thought she was in her mid-20s. So
yeah, me too. But no, she's 19, so just out of high school, which surprises me because I feel like it was ages ago that we heard that name, or I've heard that name. But like, man. How did anyone look at this person and be like, oh, I know who you are?
All I know is
she was that famous.
All I know is that there was commotion, and when I looked over, people were like waiting to take their pictures with this person.
Really?
Yes.
I wouldn't.
And all I was concerned about all I was concerned about was that this person in question, this Honey Boo Boo, was vaping inside of a business. That's my only concern.
Well,
I was like, well, look at that. I mean, someone needs to go over there and tell her to knock that shit off.
well, you know, she's a celebrity apparently because people still want to take a picture with her. Hopefully, maybe somebody paid for that appearance. You never know.
Maybe. I was looking for camera gear. Like I said, I'm like, well, why are you in here? Why are you here? But apparently he goes to school out here in Colorado.
Well, as a 6-year-old Alana once said, "A dollar make me holla, honey boo boo." So there you go. Maybe.
I don't even know what to say to that. How do you get out of that? I got us there, look, so I got to figure out a way out.
At least the fact that you have. Well, here, talk about other Denver celebrities. Like, do you have other celebrities who live in Colorado that you've bumped into?
That I have bumped into. A long time ago, used to bump into Colorado Avalanche players when I lived in.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
I lived in the city called Parker, and that's where a lot of the guys used to live, was in the city of Parker. Just at grocery stores and whatnot. I sold the name Terrell Davis, probably rings a bell to some people. I sold him PS1 and NCAA, whatever year it was, 95, 96, something like that. It was like his rookie year, or he just got signed with the Broncos or something. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, who is this guy? And why are we giving him a discount? That's Terrell Davis. And who is he?
So do you want to? So outside of athletes, here are the following people who still apparently live in, who celebrities live in Colorado.
Okay.
Tim Allen.
Oh. Find a cocaine deal through him. He's probably still got some
in
good,
the 90s, man.
He's probably he's still got some hookups, I'm sure.
Of course, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, because they own Casa Bonita. Daryl Hannah apparently owns a mansion in Placerville.
I don't even know where that is.
Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn apparently have a home in Aspen. This is kind of weird, and I'm only mentioning this because I think it's really weird, but John Denver has a home.
John Denver's been dead for a long time.
Oh, is he dead? Okay, well, he had a home in Colorado.
I think he's dead. I'm pretty sure he's dead. I think he died via a skiing accident where he went face to face with an oak tree and lost.
Oh yeah, he died years ago, like 97.
Okay.
But he lived there. Oprah Winfrey apparently lived there, as well as Jessica Biel.
Well, there was a professional wrestler. The wrestling was here in Denver a few weeks ago. And one of the guys who's now a heel or a bad guy used to live in Denver. And they did this whole, how do you feel about Denver now? This whole thumbs up, thumbs down, playing to the crowd. It was great.
Okay. Wait, what did he end up saying?
That he just gave a thumbs down, and very animated thumbs down, and he didn't actually say anything.
No,
but
I do not like Denver.
Yeah, the D. Bradley Baker, voice actor. I'm pretty sure he still lives here. Not Winnie the Pooh Cummings. He's Jim Cummings, right?
He's Jim Cummings, yeah.
So Brian Cummings, not related.
No.
He was, I think he was a bunch of different people in G.I. Joe, but he lives here out in the city of Parker. Or Elizabeth. But he did voice acting in schools, like classes. Super nice guy. Always would talk to me every time I see him. Doesn't remember my name, but remembers me in a sense.
Will he be at Fan Expo?
Maybe. And hopefully I'll get to see some of Fan Expo because it is coming this weekend at the good old
next weekend.
This weekend.
This weekend? Tomorrow?
This weekend coming. No, sorry.
Oh,
holy shit! Yeah, it's Friday. No, the 4th of July weekend. So next weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, if it was happening, I'd be screwed because it'd already be the second day of the show. I hadn't been there yet. It's a 4-day event again this year. Your boy Josh. No.
Please, one of them, just one of the panels, just be. It's your boy Josh. I'm here with so and so.
Oh man, I don't think I can do it. But I reached out to my contact at Fan Expo I don't know, a month ago or so, 2 months ago, and I asked if I could participate like I did last year, and the response I got back was, yeah, we'd love to have you back. We're going to send you a contract. And then the next message I got was, I have you down as my main host for all the comic panels. So I hope to see if Brian Cummings is at the show because I fear that I'm going to have even more to do than I did last year. Which, oh darn.
I was gonna say there are some people I can think of at not San Diego, but like WonderCon and like LA Comic Con, who are regular moderators and stuff for panels, and they're like in every panel, and like you learn their names, you learn who they are, and they become a staple of that convention. That's you now. Yeah.
It's weird for me to even boast about because okay, I've always said since we've got these press credentials, especially the press credentials, that we have somehow convinced all these people that we're important in some way, shape, or form. And I've always said it jokingly because we do put in the work to earn these credentials. But now I say it and I'm like, holy shit, now it's for real. Now the joking around has put me in situations where now I have to perform. And those are typically when I do best, actually. I do well here, but, it's nice and casual. You put me in a room with any more than 10 people and the nerves shoot up, but the nerves make me stay on point. Well, I don't know if they make me stay on point, but they definitely make me. I'm moving.
I think we've been talking about this for years now. Every time, especially Denver comes around. Maybe not so much like when Starfest and stuff came around, but definitely when Denver came around, where we talk about, or I would at least say that I feel like you're kind of known there. Like you're like one of the regular press people, at the very least at the time, I guess, press guy there, having talked to people, and there's proof that you've talked to people because there's interviews that you have in the bank.
There's some that are out there.
There's some that are out there. No, don't get me wrong. There's some that are out there, but there's some in the bank too.
Yeah.
You've had conversations. If people listen to that intro, those are some of the people that you've talked to personally at these conventions.
Made friends with some of them, not friends, but friendly.
Yeah. You're a con friend, which is very different from like a friend.
Very true. Yeah. Very true.
But yeah. So this guy who's like giving you this responsibility, it makes sense to me, right? Like it was the obvious next step for you to kind of this becomes part of your repertoire and part of your resume. Like it's a genuine part of your resume.
Yeah, it's just crazy to I don't want to sit here and suck my own dick or anything, but
you're not.
But it's just crazy to think that this this little idea of, hey, this Heroes podcast, these guys, they're having fun. I like to have fun with my friends and talk about stupid shit too. We should do a podcast. And this stupid little idea. Then to 2012 with my local friends here who already had press credentials, they were like, come with us, introduce yourself. What are they going to say to you? No. And I'm like, hey, You can't reverse psychology me. That's my thing, I say. But I had to follow up my bullshit. And here we are, 13 years later, covering the same show under its fifth name or something like that.
It's not the same show then, is it?
It's not the same show. It's not the same show it was in 2012 by any means. But it's the same show if you know, overall.
Right.
The shell of a show, whatever. And it's weird just to go from the three no-name people to a couple years into it, getting a phone call from the convention offering me a table free of charge, to then getting kicked out of the podcast thing because our logo looked like pot apparently to people. And then to, you know, a couple years ago, reaching out, you know, taking a chance, gambling, throwing my dick on the table, as I like to say.
Yes.
And reaching out and just being like, how can I participate? And the first year they gave me like two or three small little things to do.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
And I took those 2 or 3 things completely seriously. Pages of notes, because I didn't know what exactly the situation was going to be. So at least I had things to talk about. To then, you know, get a phone call, was it last year? Last year, on my, you know, my lunch break, if you will, from my contact saying, hey, I need a moderator for a sketch duel. No one showed up for it. Can you go and do it? Like, yeah, it's going to take me 15 minutes to get over there. It's going to be almost done by the time I get there, but yes. You know, it's just being that go-to person. It's crazy for me just because, like, you know, there's one person listening to this right now, and it's Francis. You know, so it's like, it's just weird to have not a very big audience and yet being given opportunities going back all the way back to 2012. It's just crazy to me.
And also, we don't do this on a Friday. So
we don't do this
on,
and it's Friday. You should be out doing anything else but sitting on Twitch listening to the two of us.
Yeah.
But no, it's cool, and I take it very seriously. I try to have as much fun as I can, but these are opportunities that, you know, we got a taste of in 2016 through the Philly show that we helped with, and it's I don't know, it's just, it would be really cool, and I think this year, especially because I want to meet this person. I've never met this contact. I've only had email and Facebook message contact with this person.
I think it's time.
I want to meet this person this year, and then while I'm talking to him, be like, so, how do I go about doing this permanently? Being a part of the circus.
Shake their hand.
So, as much as I love, you know, escorting people, as I like to do right now, it would be a lot more fun to travel all over the country and just do this.
So is he the coordinator for all of the Fan Expo conventions, or just for the one in Denver?
Yes.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yes.
That
This is the comics, the head of the comics, you know, section of Fan Expo.
I would love if the next year you're like, well, we're doing this. I'm doing. You introduce yourself and you say you're doing the show live from the city that Fan Expo was. It's like, oh, I'm live from Philadelphia today, or I'm live from Toronto today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Toronto.
He is.
Good evening, Bush.
I mean, you know. Dallas is the other one. I'm trying to look at all the different Fan Expos.
Yeah,
Dallas.
usually we do this on Tuesdays, but I had to work this past Tuesday fairly late, and I didn't have the juice and energy to do this, so we said let's do it on Friday, and I barely had the juice and energy to do this tonight too, but, you know, here we are. It'd be breaking way too much kayfabe if I told you why we had to reschedule, so
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. But man, you'd be throughout Canada, Philly, Dallas.
I
You
would,
can see.
and it's something
You
that,
can actually.
like we said, we've been working, we collectively, the myself, my other personalities, Francis to an extent, Jason from an
I was
Elegant
gonna say you more
Weapon,
than anybody else, really.
but I've been kind of pushing this the whole time,
Yeah.
and it's cool to see the hard work pay off.
You need to make this happen so then you can go and hang out with Push when you're out there. You
Yes.
can hang out. And it's been so long. Just be like, hey man.
Um, I do need to talk to you about when we're done though. I need help
Okay.
with something.
Sure.
But it just reminded me.
Okay.
I gotta write it down because I'm gonna forget it. But no, I'm excited. I'm excited for this year.
Good. Good.
A lot of big names got announced fairly late. John Cena, which we talked about, I think, on the last podcast that we did a couple weeks ago. He's still going. He hasn't backed out yet or anything. Doing a Q&A, which I'm gonna try and get to, depending on my schedule of things. But there's no priority for press at this event.
But you're not press.
I am press. I'm press and staff.
Can't you tug on the staff strings? And you're like, I'm staff.
I don't know if that'll help, but otherwise it was like $50 to get a reserved ticket on top of your ticket price that you already paid to get into FanX. But it would be cool to go to his Q&A just because John Cena is an interesting human being at the end of the day. Not the best actor in the world, but that's part of the beauty of it too.
He's too charismatic that I don't really care.
Yeah.
That actor. Just, he's got a lot of charisma.
Surprise name, which I'm all for because I like the person. But a weird addition for a Comic-Con, I feel, in a way, in a way, but at the same time not, because he had a cartoon. But Mike Tyson was announced and is going to be there. And Mike Tyson is definitely somebody I would like to meet. I don't know if I can afford to meet the guy or have the time to stand in line to meet the guy, but definitely somebody I would like to meet just because I think he's an interesting person. He's had a very interesting life.
Yeah.
Is he the greatest person in the world? I don't know. I'm not here to judge that. But he's led a very interesting life and really turned things around from what he used to be.
Okay. It's $150 to get an autograph from him.
Okay.
$170 for a premium autograph, whatever that means.
Probably more personalized, like, hey, Josh.
$170 for a photo op, and then $300 for an autograph premium bulky, whatever bulky means.
So it's probably an autograph and a picture.
Oh, maybe, yeah. But $300.
That's a
Jesus.
lot. And that's
Good on you, Mike.
I mean that. See, I don't know if all of that is him or if some of that is FanX. I don't know.
Well, FanX gets a cut.
Right.
Yeah.
But one of I know a few people in the PR world, and one of the ladies I know, she posted pictures from I think 2012, the first Denver Comic-Con, and it had the prices to meet some famous person. I don't remember who the name is now, but the most expensive price point on the menu is $80.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's still a little pricey, but that's affordable. $300, that's like half my paycheck.
I am looking at your guest list. Oh my god.
There's a lot of big names. A lot of big names coming.
Well, I like that Ernie Reyes Jr. is going to be there.
Who?
Ernie Reyes Jr. was in Turtle I guess he was Donatello in the first Ninja Turtles, but then
Oh,
he played himself in Ninja Turtles 2. Or not played
so
himself, but he played the kid in Ninja Turtles 2.
the entire live action Turtles crew is going to be there.
With Shredder, yeah, that's insane.
Casey Jones, I think, is going to be there too.
I
April,
think so.
no, not Casey. April. April's going to be there. The Turtles, April,
Uh,
and Shredder are all going to be there.
that's awesome.
The cast of Flash is going to be
That's
there,
Flash.
which we
Martin
already
Cove's
met.
gonna be there?
We already met one of the people on Flash, but it's okay.
We met several of them.
We did meet several of them, but one in
We met the
particular.
entire cast of Arrow.
That is true too.
We talked to all four of them. Well, five of them, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. All the Supermen are going to be there. Say hi to.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was going to say hi to Martin Cove for me. He's going to be there.
No, say hi to John Kreese. Martin Cove no longer exists.
No longer exists. No.
He's just John Kreese.
Just tell him to bite you.
Gil Kycrest is going to be there again, I believe. I thought I saw his name on there. The character designer for Muppet Babies,
Oh, nice.
who I got to host the panel of last year for him, and that was pretty hard holding back the 6-year-old tears
Oh, sure.
the whole time because he had a Kermit with him, a Kermit and a Rolf, two of my favorites. He performed Kermit, and although he doesn't do the greatest Kermit, impression, he was damn close. And Kermit spoke to me. He looked at me and talked to me, and I almost cried on stage in front of 400 people.
My God, that would have been kind of cool, though.
I mean, I would have just ran with it if it happened.
Yeah. Because it's like, oh, look at him, look at the emotion.
Look at my boy, Josh. It's your boy. I'm crying. Yeah, a lot of big names this year. I'm excited. I didn't really need the added pressure from my contact saying that I'm the main host, but I'll get over it. I'll get over it.
Okay, I'll be fine. I'll get over it.
It'll be the the dumpster fire. The dog and the house fire. This is fine, but the outside is always a cool cucumber. The inside.
Cool cucumber.
You can't see. You can't see that I'm not a cool cucumber on the inside. Yeah, I'm excited for it. It's going to be a good time. 4th of July weekend, it's always kind of a crazy time to do a Comic-Con. Just because it's an extended weekend and people do the fireworks and the barbecues and the lake and the camping but it always has a great turnout. See how hot it is. Hopefully it's not too damn hot, but it's always nice to get out of the convention center and walk into downtown and get yourself a bite someplace.
True. I mean, I will be braving a con as well the same weekend. You're going to be there, so yeah. I feel you.
And I mean, it just makes me happy to hear that you're venturing out of the house with your new kidney.
I know. It's going to be interesting.
Do you have to wear like an airbag or something on your backside in case you get bumped into?
Not required. Well, no. The only requirement is that I wash my hands apparently. The instructions are you don't even have to wear a mask in public. Like as long as you keep washing your hands, you'll be okay.
Let's get you a thing of sanitizer so you can hang it from your belt or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one. Yeah.
And I would suggest, because it's funny, every year that we did San Diego, now we're inside baseball and shit kind of, but every year that we did San Diego, I always got the con crud, and I couldn't figure out why because, well, I figured out why, because I was putting on sunblock without washing my hands first. After being in the damn con all day, I'm like, oh, we're going outside. I'm like, oh, put some sunblock on and wipe it all over my face.
Thank you for that, because I have to start doing that now, too. So that's good information to have, because I wouldn't have sunblock on, of course. That makes a ton of sense. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely wash your hands. Or put gloves on and then apply sunscreen or something, because it's greasy as shit.
Sanitizer, I guess, right? Like you said, having the hands.
That would work, and it's kind of greasy though, so it may not cut through that.
Let's see.
But yeah, it's like I said, good time. Can't wait to do it. I'm excited for the opportunities that somehow I've managed to get myself into, and like I said, now that you gotta back up what you say, and
I'm just happy to witness it all.
So am I. The other personalities that are, Butters, the Butters personality, and all the nervous people that live inside of me are, questioning my actions, but it's like I said, for me in this little dream, it's fucking pretty damn cool to go from a microphone dangling from a basement rafter to hosting panels that I really have no business hosting.
Wow, you have every business hosting.
I do have.
That's why I was your cheerleader, man. I enjoyed being and encouraging all of the interviews and stuff. Like I enjoyed being there. I'm glad it's not me because I couldn't. I'm so being so I mean, you're kind of an introvert too, I guess, but like you still feed off that energy of actually being out there in public and doing all the interviews and stuff.
It's just like I said, it makes me perform. Yes, yeah. I'm an introvert. I am Butters in real life. But look at well, for you, Francis, look at what I do for my job. Like, you can't be Butters doing what I do. So again, I put myself in uncomfortable situations on purpose because that's how you grow.
I'm fine never growing. Perfectly fine. I'll just sit here.
I'm
my little.
You know what? I'm content with a lot of stuff in my life, but I hate that. Super pretty girls make me nervous. I can't talk to them still.
Is this the guy with the girlfriend?
You know what I'm saying. Like confrontation. I'm not a confrontational person, but in my job, that's all my job is confrontational all day long, and so I purposely do it and I perform. It's tiring sometimes. The con is much more tiring than my job is.
Yeah, that's a different environment for sure, but not as hostile.
It's a different adrenaline rush. It's all adrenaline, but it comes from a different place. Doing what I do for my work. But yeah, I don't want to sit here and suck my own dick. It's just saying like it. I'm excited. I'm proud of myself. And I just want to keep getting those kind of opportunities because, like I said, as much fun as I have, and I love what I do for my real job. If I can travel and do this, that would be so much fun.
It would be. And you only have, like, based on the website, you only have, like, actually you have a lot. I mean, maybe you couldn't go to all of them.
No, you couldn't. I would probably, if in this make-believe world that we just put ourselves in where I'm working for Fan Expo, I would probably suggest I would take the Western region. Just travel-wise, it would be easier.
Do one East again.
I would definitely, I would be like, hey, I'd love to do Philly, or I'd love to do New York.
There is one. Fan Expo Philly does exist, so in May.
So it'd be about the same temperature it was when we were there in 2016. Cold.
So I think it's worth it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's all around the world. I think there's one even in. I want to say there's one in the UK, maybe even. I think.
Maybe, I believe.
So, yeah. So you can at least go there.
that would be pretty cool. But yeah, I got the hiccups a little bit, but it would be really cool to progress if that, to that next step. Even if it was, sure, you're a player, but we can't send you everywhere. You can just pick a couple shows to go to. That would be cool.
Yeah.
We got you covered for Denver, pick 2 others. And then, get flown out there, get roomed, per diem, whatever. That would be awesome.
None in LA though. Weirdly enough. So.
I just read something about LA Comic Con is now charging pros for badges.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well,
I saw some hoopla the other day about on the Twitters about LA Comic Con.
All right. Well, I guess if you don't want people to go, I mean.
Yeah, that's one way to do it. Yeah, you mentioned you're going to Anime Expo.
Yeah. Anime Expo, or LineCon, as people like to call it.
I mean, that's California. Any con in California is just LineCon.
It's worse than San Diego's Hall H. It's that kind of, like, you're in line literally for. I mean, I guess not, because you can stay overnight for Hall H lines, but for the 4-day weekend, a single line to meet one voice actor or one whatever, it's apparently ridiculous. So luckily I'm not going there for that. I'm going there for other stuff.
the merch.
Maybe I'll go to a panel or something.
Merch, trinkets, and panels.
Yeah, I'm just there for the merch because there's some. I found out some of the gaming stuff that I like is going to be there with merch places.
Okay.
I'm like, I'll go. That's fine.
I mean, good place to get you, a masturbation toy or something.
Sure. A little anime standee, half naked anime standee.
Yeah.
Figure. There you go.
Something. I don't know. I forget it's all. I mean, I've been at a handful of anime conventions, and there's always that adult section. It's just creepy.
Yeah, it's an After Dark. Yeah, the few anime expos I went to, yeah, there's After Dark, there's hand checks, all that stuff.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah. But I've been watching since I've been recovering. I've been watching anime regularly, as like part of my daily routine to watch a couple episodes of shows. So I'm about 2.5 podcasts down. So I am familiar now with some animes. I'm ready for modern. I should say modern. I'm very familiar with 90s, 2000s anime, but newer ones now I can say, oh, I know what you're oh yeah, I know the show. That's great. Yeah. Oh, I know that. Jobs.
You can relate to the kids.
I can relate to the kids. Well, hey, you're the one with the slang. I haven't used the slang yet.
Well, you can work up to it. You can work up to it.
Yeah. I'll go. Yeah. I'll just tell them I spell cool with a K. They're like, oh yeah.
KWEL.
KEWE. That's how I did it. Back in the 90s when I first started chatting on chat rooms and stuff, KEWL was the way I said cool to everyone.
One of my friends still will hit me with that.
But did they say ASL first before typing cool?
I mean, I would hope not, because, we've been friends for a long time.
Oh, that was my favorite. Age, sex, location. They're all in California.
Well, yeah, you're in a California chat room. Of course they're in California.
I guess so. I never thought of it that way when I was young. Isn't this all through the country? But apparently you're right. Yeah.
I mean, there were the nationwide chat rooms, but that was no fun.
Yahoo chat rooms were all worldwide.
Yeah. But the AOL ones, you can specifically go Colorado or Denver, or you could pick a city. There was a whole bit of the biggest cities all had a chat room.
Ah, the good old days.
The good old days, where we convinced everybody in a chat room to go to a Bennigan's. Everybody had a name tag with their name and their screen name. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get out of here so I can get some sleep.
Extra long since we're not going to have one next week, apparently.
I mean, Tuesday's in a couple days, and probably not just because I don't even have my work schedule yet, and it'll be the week of the show. So
yeah, I'd rather So 2 weeks from now, on a Tuesday, hopefully.
Hopefully, yes.
We'll have follow-up on Denver Fan Expo Denver and Anime Expo 2025.
Yes. But yeah, that'll do it for this week. If you are going to be at Fan Expo Denver this next weekend, the 4th of July weekend, look for me. Come down to the comic panels. I'll probably be in the same room all weekend long. You look for me outside the room looking stressed. No.
Where are you?
What's that?
I said, "Are you going to be in the same room all the whole time?"
Probably. I was.
Oh.
I was in 2 rooms all of last year.
Okay.
Besides the hallway leading to the 2 rooms. But yeah, if you're going to be in at Denver Fan Expo Denver, definitely please come and check out the comic panels. Watch me get through them with a big smile on my face as I'm nervous as hell underneath. But sketch duels, panels, I think I'm going to be there for all of it as I am the main host. Thank you, added pressure. But you can find all that stuff because I'm going to have Francis help me set something up to make everything easier.
So what do you need me for? Okay, now I know.
But yeah, at least direct me in where I need to like get going on it. But anyway, Francis, where can people find you on the internets if they want to do so?
There's one place now that my domain name has lapsed for Sincere Sarcasm.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I let it lapse because I was like, whatever. So just go to linktree.com/aka the other guy, and then I think I'm going to do an aka.com at some point, so that you can just go there and it'll go to the Linktree. But there you go. That has everything: books, social media, everything.
Definitely get on the books. Award-winning character or story, or I can't remember which one it was, but award-winning author sitting over there. I am not an award-winning author, nor am I very good at social media. You can find me at 303_ninja on the Twitters, 303ninja on the Instagram. You can email us at thepoipodcast@gmail.com. Text voicemail. Call us 314-764-7631. Spells out POI Pod 1. I thought of synergy, but I failed. But Francis is going to help me out so I can get this Linktree thing going, and it'll make this part not as awkward because we'll be through it. Then we could just talk about bullshit instead of me trying to eat up another 30-45 seconds. And then Francis leaves me hanging. But anyway,
what was the say?
I don't know. We're out of here. We'll be back next week, or in a week's time, I guess, for a recap, fun, laughter, the whole thing. Get everything for us. We're a one-stop shop. I got nothing else to say. I can't keep doing this. All right, we're out of here. We'll see you next time. Wait till
the song is over.
I can't. It's another 30 seconds. I can't vamp any further. We'll be back. See you guys later.